I am going to show you how I put new coupler ends on these hoses. I've got two female couplers, two male couplers go on the other end. This is 4-inch hose. This is how I've done it for about, I don't know, 30 years. Doesn't make any difference. It's a 4-inch hose, if it's a 6-inch hose, if it's a 2-inch hose, 3-inch hose. This is how I do it. See if I can get this camera set up here. So it kind of shows how I do it anyway. Pretty simple. First thing I do is heat the hose up with torch. I know guys talk about putting in buckets of water, hot water, get that end all heated up. You gotta heat it up somehow. I have just found that this is the handiest, instead of trying to figure out how to get water hot enough, boiling water almost. I just use the torch, get it heated up. Get her heated up good. Then what I do too, usually I do this before I start heating it up, is take grease from a grease gun. Just grease that end up good. I suppose you could use some kind of WD-40 or something, I don't know. This is what I always take, is just grease that end up real good. Put grease in the hose. Wipe it around. All the way around in there. Make sure you get this lip good and greased. If you don't, if that's dry, you're never going to get her to go. Then what I do, heat her up some more. The hotter you get it, the more it expands, of course. Guys are probably saying, well, you better put your hose clamp on there. We don't use hose clamps. Our hoses are under vacuum all the time. Once this, I have found once this cools off, it just shrinks down on this barb. Boom. Can it get much easier than that? You think, well, that's going to slide off. No, it doesn't. So, that's about as simple as you can get. Putting that end on there. Do one more. It may take 5 minutes. I don't know. I found out. But heating these up, let me get grease on here first. I don't know if this is showing up on that camera or not. We'll see. If it does, it does. I just get it all greased up. The key is right here, heating it all up. That is your whole key. They might slide on there without heating it up much, but especially new hoses, I don't know. You're just changing the ends out on an older hose because the coupler cracked or something or broke. Then it might take a little more to get them to slide in there, but then just I always throw a little grease in the end of the hose too. Make sure that's greased good. And she's hot. Make sure you get it around that lip of that hose. And we'll give her a little more heat. Keep that grease up really good inside. With any luck, this one should slide right on too. The reason I don't put it should slide right on there. If not, just give it a little tap. As far on as she's gonna go, but yeah, that's pretty simple, really. The reason I don't put any hose clamps on here is, like I say, these hoses are under always lots of vacuum. We don't put pressure on these hoses, reverse our pump or anything to blow it out of these hoses. If you did that, you might blow an end out. But once that cools off and you start using them, the vacuum itself holds those ends in, and I've never had any problems. But the thing is, with those hose clamps, what happens is that, you know, there's always a bolt or something that's sticking out, and it catches on another hose, or catches on your truck, or catches someplace when you're trying to pull a hose. So we just leave them off. That's all we do. So anyway, I'm going to do the same on the other end. Put the males on there, and we'll have 2 new hoses ready to go on Monday morning. So that's about it. That's how I've done it for, like I say, 30 years. Even these little ones that we use, put those little ones on there, same thing. These are 25-foot hoses, and what they do is lay right in that tray of those semis. We use them on the semis, the 4-inch hoses. They lay right in here, and they're real simple to get in, get it on and off the truck, just laying in that tray. If you go any longer than 25, then you got a little bit of extra hanging over. So 25 foot is what we usually do. And of course, you look at this hose, and this is 4-inch hose, and there's 50 foot here, and it's about $300 for that hose. So I tell the guys, you know, take care of them. Don't run over them. Don't let them get crimped when you're pumping a big old grease interceptor out, and that happens sometimes. And the main thing in the wintertime is don't drop these hoses, because these aluminum ends, you pop them on a cold concrete morning, on a cold morning, they pop off the concrete, they'll crack right away. So anyway, that's what I've learned over 30 years of doing this. So anyway, that's about all I've got today. I'm going to put the other ends on, and it's boring to watch any more of it, I'm sure. And if you guys got a better way of doing this, easier way, well, I'd like to know it. So anyway, again, Dean with Sweet Honey. Thanks for watching.